Hey yo everyone and welcome. I'm your friend Art of Mana. Let's dive into this 564th stream where we are going to be playing some more of Slash Quest, which was really fun last night. I thought anyways. And good evening, Dash. How are you doing? So good to see you. Boy, can you believe Bot of Mana? I mean, really, I thought that we were friends, but apparently uh maybe Bot of Mana was trying to spare my feelings. I don't know. But there we go. Hey, I got a few hairs cut today. Got the beard trimmed up. I feel like it's pretty nice. I like the side of it and everything. I like that. Yeah, what do you think? Pretty good? I think it's pretty nice. The top, I mean, it's very similar to how I normally have it, but just a little bit more I don't know, like stuff like texturing on the top there. Anyway, I thought it turned out pretty good. And the beard definitely, I think it's a good length. When it was longer than this, it starts to get a little more curly and everything, and it's a little harder to manage. And this is just, I think, a good length. Anything less than this, I can just do it myself, and it's really easy, and it's sort of that light just trim. It would almost be like just growth. But this is, this has actually got some volume there, and nice trim up in the bottom. Straight razor on the cheeks and neck, and that was pretty cool. So I enjoy getting my hair cut actually now. I never used to. I still don't like the feeling afterwards of all the trimmed hair, like it's itchy and everything, but oh well. Anyway, so once again we'll be playing with the old PlayStation 4 controller. This thing seriously, what a cool controller. So last night I actually managed to do a thing. In fact, I'm gonna show you here. We're gonna exit out of here so that I can show you. But oops, maybe hold on a second. I'm trying to get something set up here. So okay, I think as a kid getting your haircut is kind of strange and intimidating. I also wasn't a fan as a kid. Yeah, and it was always a little uncomfortable. The best part about it, to be fair, was that my dad and I would then go to the comic store and Chuck E. Cheese. It was like, yay, all right, that's good. I can do that. But for whatever reason, just I've never really been a big fan. The spray, the water spray, I never liked that sensation either, on dry hair. Anyway, whatever. Let's snap our fingers real quick. 3, 2, 1, let's jam. And boop. There we go. I had to think about what I was doing for a moment. Gotta have the good post-cut debrief on Chuck E. Cheese, right? It was so good. And that's when I would get all my Batman adventures. Or at Chuck E. Cheese, right? Yeah. And I would play arcade games. That was back when Chuck E. Cheese... Well, I don't know. Maybe they still do have arcade machines. But that was back in the time. You can see here... not Art of Mana. Adventures of Mana, AOM, right next to Secret of Mana, SOM. Right there, kind of in the middle. And that is the remake of Adventures, or of Final Fantasy Adventure, which was the very first entry in the Mana series. And I actually had always wanted to get this. In fact, I've never owned a Vita, but I always wanted to get a Vita specifically for this game, believe it or not, because this game only came out on Vita and mobile phones. So I had it on here. Now, the thing is, it works with this. So before, I couldn't use, I don't believe my made for iOS or MFI controller worked on it. So I had to use the touchscreen. And I didn't really like the touchscreen controls as much. So this was nice because I was able to use this last night. And I just started playing it. And I'm playing it for me. Honestly, because I've always wanted to complete it. I've never completed it. So I wanted to just do it. And I'm using a walkthrough and just breezing through. I've played the game, the original, before. I've played a lot of the first part of this game. So, I'm looking at just getting the experience. And honestly, when we do the Legend of Zelda playthroughs, one of the things I'd like to do is use walkthroughs. And I'm not sure if I'm going to try and do it like play and, have a walkthrough up here kind of thing. Or maybe Ms. Mana will join me, maybe, or maybe we'll get another friend who will come and we can do it that way. Or maybe maybe one of you would like to help out, and like, hey, Who wants to be the walkthrough master for tonight's stream? And I'll have people, friends of Mana, cycle through, and we can have your voice directing me in the games. That might be a fun way to do it as I play through all of the Zelda franchise. Because let's be fair, there are a lot of puzzles and things that I forget. I forget how they go. I forget where I'm supposed to go. The walkthrough navigator, right, Dash? I feel like that's a cool idea. I think maybe we should go with that. But tonight, of course, we're going to play Slash Quest. So let's dive into it. Oh, look at that nice smooth transition that we just did. That's how it was supposed to go last night. Oh yeah, I can't remember the puzzles. I can't remember where to go sometimes. I just forget so many details. So fair enough. Can I? There we go. All right. And we're signed in as Art of Mana. Go play. And here's our file. Confirm. So this has really opened up some neat things with the Adventures of Mana game that now I'm enjoying playing. I got pretty far, just doing a little of it last night. Actually, after last night's stream, I forgot, and if Scooter comes, if Scooter 102089, Chaser the Ultimate Gamer, comes in tonight, I promised him that I would play Happy Birthday for him. It was his birthday yesterday, and we should have really rated him, although I'm glad we rated a family-friendly live member too. That was really cool, someone new. But I went over to Chaser's channel because, as I mentioned, it was his birthday. And then I ended up playing some Donkey Kong Country, and he was near the end. It was, last few final levels. And then he said, "Hey, do you want to just come in and play with me?" It was through the Nintendo Switch Online, SNES Online app. And so, yeah, I said, sure, why not? I can be a little bit reckless, and even though I have work in the morning, I'll join you. And I'm glad I did it. It was a lot of fun. We ended up beating the game, and those final stages, especially after, having not warmed up at all with any of the other levels, it was a lot of fun to just jump in, but it was a challenge. So I love that they say hello, lovelies. Anyway, so yeah, if Chaser comes in, we'll sing Happy Birthday for him. But that was nice. So I did that last night, and then that was like till midnight, and then I was so bad. And then I played Adventures of Mana, and I was like, what am I doing? It was like 1:00 when I finally went to bed. But it's been a challenging, few weeks to be fair, but few days at work as well. And please, Dash, just please keep me in your prayers. I really do want to find another job here. It's hard to find jobs at this point in time and in this place, and it's really tough. I'm giving it my all. It's one of those things where I always tend to take things very personally, especially, I think, all right, well, maybe it's me, it's all me. I'll take all the blame that that I'm not doing things faster or whatever. But then I'm starting to go, no, but there's so much expected of me, and we're a small nonprofit. Not everybody knows everyone else's roles or jobs or what's going on, and I'm working overtime, and it's it's a challenge, and frankly, it's at a point where I'm just I can't give anymore, and my best doesn't really feel like it's good enough, and I'm hoping, really, to be totally honest, I bet there's somebody better out there that would do better in this position. But then I beat myself up feeling guilty over that. And then I'm like, well, maybe not. I'm just getting myself into this cycle. And at the end of the day, I need to find something different. So I'm going to look more. I've talked to my boss. I'm trying to get time off so that I can actually look at places. But it's just, yeah. And when you're at your wit's end, it's hard to keep going above and beyond day in and day out. It's burnout. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Is I'm burned out. It's been a tough job, and I feel like my streaming has suffered as a result. Although, Dash, can we take a moment and just recognize that I believe you're the only person here right now? This is the Dash and Brian show. Oh, thank you so much for saying that I'm regularly in your prayers. Um, yeah, like, yeah. Let's double check here. Lol. Well, when you put it like that, right? Yeah. Let's say so. Talk about feeling good about yourself, right? Look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I actually, it's pretty cool because we get to chat. So I'm not going to complain. And I'm playing a game that's way off everybody's radar. But I had thought, like, you know, I thought at one point it's been a while, hasn't it? It has been, Dash. It really has. But I had thought at one point, like, I'm doing the thing you're never supposed to talk about. But like at one point, I legitimately asked people. I was like, "What do you want? Like, do you want more content, different games?" And people will routinely tell me, "You know what, Mana? I don't care what you stream. I'll show up because of you." And then I have to question that when I when I start a stream on a game nobody's heard of, and Dash, you're the only one here. So I'm not trying to suggest there might be other reasons too, but that is one of the strains on your own self-esteem as a streamer, and especially someone like me who think of I think of my work as an extension of me, and my success, my success or failure in my work is a direct mirror of my success or failure. That's kind of how I look at it, and it's not a healthy way to look at it. It's not totally true or accurate. It gets me in trouble, but that's the mentality that I often have, and so it makes it even that much more difficult when it feels like things aren't going well. So right now, when things aren't going well at work, they're not going well. They're not. You know what I mean? They're not going well. They're not going well on stream. It's tough. Lol. At least you know that I mean it when I say that. That's right. Thank you, Dash. You do. And Dash says, no, it's not great for the old mental health, but I get that same temptation to think that way. It's right. More important than saving the queendom? Oh yeah, it's an important matter. So, but yeah, I just at the end of the day, look, I love this and I want to make this work. And I was just talking, boy, poor let's do a little shout out here. Because actually Weapon X Metsu had put a really lovely tweet out there. And he talked about the fact that sometimes he'll see people come and go, or, people won't show up to his streams, and he starts to think, well, is it me? Boy, I get that. So shout outs to Weapon X Metsu. Streaming is hard on the old mental health. It can be pretty insidious, by the way, Dash says. I have to remind myself that my work is just one aspect of myself, and I'm not just a cog in the machine. Ooh, yeah. Apparently we're doing a quest, by the way, so we're just going to dive into this here. But, again, with everything going on, I'm really not in the best mental health in general. So, ooh, what is this? If the item breaks if you hit it into stones or other elements, if that happens, you'll have to pick it up again. Okay. So, we've got some stuff to do. We have to find... Boy, oh boy. We have to find something. A treasure chest. These birds are so goofy. Ah! Woof! Boop! So, poor bird. We're all getting rung through the ringer this year, that's for sure. No true. Nice. Good to help out our friend the merchant, right? Oh, that chest must be the one. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this year it's a tough one on the mental health. That's right. The stilt burbs, right? So, I wonder if I can, chuck the chests through the little thing right there. I bet I could. Yeah, that's probably what I need to do. Yeah. And that's going to...
Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design. It was I who allowed your rebel friends to subscribe to your channel.
Kenzie.
Hello. Just dropping in and then I have to head out.
Kenzie, thank you so much for that subscription. 3 months of subscribe. I don't need... little bounce of lack of self-confidence tonight, and I just gotta say thank you so much for that. I don't know that I feel like I deserve it. Not sure. And well, you know what? Truth be told, yeah, I don't deserve it. And I'm grateful. Thank you. Thank you for that. Man. This game is so ridiculous. Oh, Dash, thank you. Oh, wait. Wee. There we go. Whoa! Hello. There we go. This is how we grow. But yeah, the stilt burbs. Wee! Whoa. Okay. Kenzie says, Mana, you do deserve it. You've created a place where people can come and be themselves and just enjoy life. It is so special. Wow. Well, thank you. When you put it that way, that's actually pretty awesome. I'm glad to know that. Thank you for sharing that. Oh dear, oh dear. Wow. Ugh. Oh, Dash, thank you for saying ditto to that. That's where we gotta go. Okay. Flawless. Flawless victory. I'm just, thank you. I'm grateful. So, you know, I'm actually... Oh, you got to get going. Kenzie, thank you so much. I know you said you had to get going, so no worries. Have a lovely night. Thank you so much for the support, the kind words especially, and for the subscription. And yeah, I hope that it's worth it. I hope that you find value in what I do, and I thank you for that. And I mean, I suppose you do, since that seems, I mean, otherwise, why would you subscribe, right? But know that I'm grateful for that and for your help and support, and thank you. And have a lovely night. Do good and be well, and I'll catch you next time. Boop, we did it. Look, shopkeeper, we're awesome. We acquired a material, too. Oh, and we can use that for things. Okay. So, okay. Skin's being crafted. Oh, you can... Oh, nice! Okay. So let's craft a skin, because I feel like that's going to be pretty cool. Let's do this. What can we get? We can get the little sorcerer outfit, which is adorable. We're just going to waste all our money. We could have gotten another heart piece. Oh, well, we can, actually, so I just did. All right, we're done. Good. I feel better about that. But, yeah, worth it. Worth it! And then, okay, can we equip... I forget how we do this. We can equip... What button does that? Oh, there we go. Okay. Charms. Okay, here we are. Haha. Look at my little sorcerer outfit. That's too cute. All right. I'm ready. I'm down. Look at my... That's too cute. All right. I'm ready. This is a little for Halloween, right? That's what this is. But okay, so what's my takeaway from this? I don't know what maybe people are, what is, like, maybe there's, I don't know, is there something on TV that I'm missing? Or people just really stressed and busy? Because there could be things that could have absolutely nothing to do with the game I'm playing. But to be fair, like, when I'm playing games like Super Mario Brothers 35 or Animal Crossing New Horizons, there tends to be more people. First of all, more people just coming in and checking the stream out who are new. But also, it seems like more friends of Mana showing up. So that would lead me to believe that it is content that more people are interested in. I mean, is that a fair assumption? And I mean, I seem to have more people interested in Zelda, uh, Animal Crossing, and oh, that's interesting. So you can it moves back and forth. Okay, Zelda, Animal Crossing, Splatoon, Mario games, kind of some of those games tend to be the ones that I think more people, and that's that's not a scientific uh, assessment. I would have to actually think a little more about it. I could look at statistics. I could also use timing here. But and I hope you don't mind me talking about this, Dash. I'm sorry if it's... Yeah, we can talk about other stuff too. I actually do have some other stuff I want to talk to you about. But yeah, so I'm thinking, like, if those are the things that people are more interested in, you know, my idea originally was always to use YouTube as a platform for things more like this, where, people might not otherwise come to a stream of me playing this. But then it flies in the face of what I thought was the case, which is that people were really thinking like, oh, Mana's personality and connection with people is what matters. And that's what I think matters. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, I want to be that kind of person. I want to be the kind of streamer where I can literally pick up any game and it doesn't matter, because it's about the relationships, the connection, and, if nothing else, yeah, I don't mean to say it this, like, it seems blunt and a little conceited, but, that my personality is enough that people are interested in what I'm doing simply because they're like, hey, this guy's got a nice personality, Like, he is the draw, not the games. Because let's be fair, that also says something about me as a streamer. It says, really, it's the games that matter most, not me or the content. It's not me. It's the content other people create. If it was me or the content I create, the unique stuff, that's cool. But if it's just like, hey, I like this game, I don't care who plays it, you just seem to be someone, like a vehicle for this. It's like what people say about certain foods. Like, my brother-in-law was telling me the other day that he really thinks of certain foods as just vehicles to consume hot sauce. Doesn't really matter what the food is. It's just so that he can get hot sauce from the bottle to his stomach. There's certain foods where he's just like, whatever, just so I can eat hot sauce. Hey, Jack. Dash says, by the way, I understand it's something that is on your mind. Trying to ride the wave of whatever is in at the moment is tough. Yeah. I think that's the case with most of your regulars, that they're here for whatever you want to show off. I think that's true. But then it's surprising that at the moment that doesn't seem to be the case. But then maybe I'm just missing something, and people are busy and whatnot, and I get that. But Dash and Jack, welcome on in. Lovely to see you. Dash, one of the things I was going to mention is I saw that you were watching She-Ra. You mentioned on Twitter that you and Ginny had a lovely little conversation. And I only watched maybe an episode of it, but I thought it was pretty cool what I saw. And I'm still on, if you can believe it, I'm still on episode 1. I thought I had actually watched some of Rebels, and I'm actually, even though it's on Disney Plus, I'm on episode 1. I thought it was further. I just had watched, I didn't even finish episode 1 because I broke it down into parts. And I don't know why that is. Like, I'm really interested in it, but I think it's because I wanted to play some more, or watch some more of the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, and just because it was almost like Rebels, I wanted to really pay attention. So sometimes I do that. There's sometimes content that I really, or movies that I really want to watch, but I can't / don't, because I want to pay more attention than I feel I can give at the moment. Anyway, I can only watch one big thing at a time, right? And Fortiatus, hello. Fortiatus is in and says, heyo, and well, this is freaking adorable. And isn't it though? So let's talk about what I'm playing for a moment. Also, Chrono's here. This is a game called Slash Quest, where you actually control the sword. So it is a mobile title. I am using, however, a PlayStation 4 controller, which works with Apple Arcade. And this allows me to play a little more easily on stream. But it would work just fine in touch controls because there's really one button. Just tap the screen to move forward in whatever direction the sword is pointing. Because the sword is actually what you're really controlling. And then you're just the poor little shepherd boy, Shep, who is along for the ride. And then you push left and right. It would be an on-screen left and right symbol if you were using the touch controls, or just the left and right analog stick or D-pad. And that moves your sword left and right. You can swing it around like this, and you can take out enemies, and that's really all there is to it. I mean, there's a lot more. But it's simple to pick up and learn, and there's some cool little additional bonus content things, additional things you learn and stuff. And also, well, what are you doing here, punk? Hey, calm down, boy. You talk so fast. How do you do? The sword. Wait, no, I can't. Messed up the talking here. The sword talks. We'll give it like a little, yeah. Holly, it found the talking sword. Hey, kid, breathe. No need to be hasty. It runs. It is the fastest runner in Queendom. Do you friend has fast feet? I don't know. Is it himself? Bobby it is. Want to be a great runner too? Okay, funny kid. Is this like a speed? It's Bobby, a hyperactive kid who lives for running and beating his own time records. 3, 2, 1, go. Nice. By the way, Fortiatus says, how do you always find the most adorable games in the world, lol? Aw, shucks. Yeah, I keep an eye out. I read a lot of video gaming blogs. I enjoy gaming, and this is sort of a thing that I look for. It's these sort of short and sweet games, easy to repeat, games that have a lot of charm. I tend to care a lot about presentation, and so when I see something like this, it's like, oh, this is up my alley. This is something that I'm gonna play. So then, like, for this game, I knew it was on my radar. I'm like, I'm gonna stream this because it just looks really cool. Hey, Jack is currently playing or watching this, and John Paul O'Keefe. Nice. What's JP up to? Oh no, almost. As an ex-streamer, I'm curious how are you capturing the game to stream it? Super Mario Maker 2 as usual. Of course, that makes sense. I am capturing this actually through, so I've got my phone. Don't know if I might be able to, here, maybe if I do this. Maybe, okay, so there's my phone. I can't get it up enough. Nope, I can't. I'm tethered. So I should take a picture of it, but I actually have this cable wrap, and my iPhone actually has the HDMI out connector that has also a power connector. So it's HDMI and power. It's for presentations. It's an Apple device. And the HDMI is run into my HDMI hub, which actually has an out to both my monitor, which I'm looking at here, and my my capture card, which is over here. And so that way I can capture on both. It also has HDMI out to my TV behind me as well, so I could actually play these games through the TV. The thing is that the Apple HDMI dongle doesn't always show every aspect or all the content because of the type of, it's not like DRM, but you know what I mean? Like it's the, what do they call it? The security feature or whatever it is. There's some kind of HDMI coding that's there. Anyway, the HDMI hub I have actually solves that issue by stripping it of the, whatever that's called. I can't think of what it's called. So that's how that works. Cool. Okay. So, on top of watching you both, I'm playing Roblox and Terraria at the same time on the other monitor. I'm very entertained right now. Jack. That's funny. So, excuse me. This game, I started playing it last stream, yesterday, and it was a lot of fun. I want to know what you all think of, yesterday I streamed, which I don't typically do a Tuesday stream, and I'm looking at more or less doing a Tuesday, Wednesday stream schedule going forward. Does that work better for people? My thought is if I do Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Saturday, that gives me only ever 2 days of not streaming downtime, right? So, from Wednesday to then Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So always only those 2 days, which is kind of what I was figuring. David V. Kimball sending so much love with Essie Lessie and Charles. And we just got Luigi Master Gaming following us. And I can't even keep up. There's Christina and Lolothans and Dalt Pokemon or Pikmin. I always want to say it different ways. They're going to laugh at me. Annie is here. Oh, all of the David V. Kimball friends. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Raya Will's here. My goodness, everybody. Thank you so much for that raid and all of your generosity. David, I appreciate it. I'm going to be honest with all of you. I'm having a little bit of a poor mental health stream right now. I share that just because there's a lot going on. This was certainly encouraging. Dash and I were doing the thing. Well, Luigi Master Gaming says, hey, all person who spent enough channel points to get you 36 votes in the raid poll here. What? Really? No way. You did that? That's awesome, Luigi Master Gaming. Thank you. Shucks. Oh, Dalt, it's okay. I mean, I'm sharing it just because I feel like that's something that is good for people to know, that, we don't always have great days. Dash and I mean, there's a lot going on in general, so I can point to a lot of that contributing to these feelings, but Dash and I were it for a little bit, and we had some great chats, but we were chatting about the fact that it can be a little bit discouraging when streaming, to feel like, gosh, did I do something wrong? Am I playing a game nobody wants to see? Do I smell bad? But Dash and I had a great time. It was really kind of nice, to be honest. I like those small, intimate moments where, it's just he and I get in a chat about good stuff, and so it's special and it's good, and I don't want to take that for granted, so please know that. But one of our topics of conversation was the fact that it's like, this is a little discouraging. Like, where is everybody? Not that people need to come here, I get it. I'm probably forcing everyone away by saying these things, but I'm being real. And David V. Kimball, I should try some Axe body spray. Really? Are we going back to the 90s now? Yeah, Dash, it was nice to have a little one-on-one time with you. Actually, we need to do a just one-on-one call at some point. I'm more of a Jones body spray, Jones soda body spray kind of guy myself, Luigi Master Gaming says. Nice. So thank you so much for the raid. Dash Magnum, would you mind shouting out my friend David V. Kimball? If you don't know, everybody, David V. Kimball is an amazing person, the spearhead captain of Family Friendly Live, which I am really honored to be a part of. I can't wait to carry my weight a bit more once once we get out of some tough times at the moment. My friends, in case you don't know who I am, everyone who came in, there's some fresh faces. I am Mana, and I am an E for everyone, family friendly, Friday streamer. I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing lately, but I'm taking a little bit of a different tract yesterday and today. I'm actually, first of all, playing a game that's not even listed in the categories on Twitch. And that is Slash Quest, which is an Apple Arcade game, an exclusive at the moment. As you can see, it's really cute. The object of the game is it's an action RPG, and it's to get through these levels with slight puzzle elements and quirky controls, as you are, in fact, controlling really the sword. So you have one button to move forward, and then you can move left and right, sort of swinging your sword like this. And if you push a button down, then you can sort of move around, sort of. Sort of, if you know what I mean, right? Hey, it's a mana pumpkin. I love that. Lolothans. Oh my gosh, everybody. You got to see this. You see that in there? It's right there. It's me and a pumpkin. I love it. Essie Leslie, David V. Kimple, Old Spice, David V. 90s, right? Oh my gosh. You all are so funny. Essie, how you doing? Luigi, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, everybody. So, gotta get the pumpkins in. And the witch hats. Oh, look at this. There's some good ones there. I love it. Nice. Lolothans, I love that. That's fantastic. So this is a game on Apple Arcade. Not a lot of people have Apple Arcade. I suspect it will come to the Switch because it's really that good. Man, it is a pumpkin pog. But this is it's a lot of fun. So I played this yesterday and today. I'm also, in addition to playing a game that's not even on Twitch's category listing, I am also changing my schedule up. And my thought is to do both Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then my Saturday streams, which sometimes I'll do 2 Saturday streams, a morning and an evening. My thought being that if I do this way, then I would have no more than 2 days of not streaming at a time, which I think is kind of nice, because then I get more time to connect with you, and less of those moments where it's like, oh, I haven't seen you for a really long time. So, Briazra, oh my gosh, so good to see you. How have you been? Oh, it's been too long. Oh dear. Oh, whoa, that's some serial stuff. I've got a very long sword. By the way, a couple of other mechanics you need to know is that the sword grows longer as you attack enemies, and shrinks if you attack walls or hit walls and things like that. Oh, and now I have some lovely cherry blossoms that are my trail when I swing my sword, which is actually kind of neat. And yes, Essie, I would love for you and David to come and visit. That would be so cool. And yeah, we haven't done that yet. I thought about it the other day, though, as we do need to set something up. That would be cool. Briazra says, I'm good. It has. Thank you for asking. So what have you been up to? Dalt says, all right, I'm going to head out for that. Dalt, is it Dalt Pokemon, Dalt Pikmin, or Dalt PKMN? What? Help me understand and learn. Before you go, if you don't mind. Can we do a day in November when I have paid time off? Lol. Possibly. I'll have to look and see what my schedule is. Luigi Master Gaming says this game looks pretty fun. What is it called? It is called Slash Quest. Again, it is on Apple Arcade. Slash Quest. Retro Rewind Pod. Hey. Retro is lurking for a bit. No problem, my friend. Thank you so much. Hey, Dash. You know how I started the stream? I was kind of saying, not sure. Feeling a little more confident now, thanks to David in the raid and some more people in the chat. But Dash, I am forever grateful that you are a friend, that you that you and I can connect about geeky, nerdy things. And yeah, I'm so glad that you're a mod too. And by the way, can we just get a big, huge, ginormous shout out for Dash? Because among the many ways that he supports this channel, he's a subscriber. He's been a follower for ages. He always comes to the streams. If you go down into the little info section, you'll see that there's a list of the top chatters. And Dash Magnum is the toppest of the tippity top. So big shout outs to Dash and just thank you. Yeah, and Dash says, good, just needed to give things a little time. See, like even just stuff like that. That was really kind of you to say. What can I say? I'm a chatty fellow. My headcanon assumes I prefer that the PKMN stands for Pikmin. That's kind of what I think too, but Pokemon, but I usually say it as PKMN. Okay. That's what I'll have to do. Ray Will says, Retro Rewind Pod. Hello, Retro. Briazra says that Nemo would probably be here, but she crashed to sleep because of chiropractor. I don't know if you're awake, but if you're aware, but we be a couple now. No way. Oh, Briazra. Congratulations. That's awesome. Nice. I did not know that. Jack says, I'm 9th place for chatter with 4,753 messages. Dash is in first with, well, that's not right, because we missed a number there, because right now it just says 0,569. And I've been here for half the time Dash has been here, though, Jack says. Ooh, Princess Bride, a classic. What is this? Brazza is playing video games and now re-obsessed over Princess Bride. Nice. Dash says, oh my, how could it be so many? 9. Wait. Jack? 9,569? Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, I gotta figure out what I'm doing here. Essie, how are you doing? I saw, if you don't know, can we get a shout out for Essie as well? Because Essie actually is now in the running for streamer and cosplayer of the year, thanks to all of her awesome work and hard work at that. And if you go to her Twitter, which is not Essie Lessie, because that would be too easy, you could actually see how to connect with her and find that thing that you need and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? You know, yeah. Ooh, I can run. Ooh, I can run. Ooh, I can run, everybody. I didn't know I could run. Okay, but now I don't know what to do here. I am possibly stuck. I think I goofed the level. I think I'm actually legitimately... I think I'm... Uh-oh. 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 I pulled a mana. I Britted it. Oh no. Oh dear. Huh. Luigi says Essie isn't just a nominee for best cosplayer. She is best cosplayer. I goofed. I done goofed. So I'm using this controller. I'm going to push the options button. And I believe return to last checkpoint. Just pour some man on it. It'll be fine, Retro says. Oopsies. Okay. Oh, wait. Shucks. I have to find a whole other thing. Okay. Well, that's okay. It's right here. Eek. Oh, wait. No, maybe it's not. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, we'll just keep going. That's not too bad. Maybe. Oops. So yeah, I was asked for Dietis. By the way, also for Dietis, I'm really curious. For Dietis says, as a former streamer, that they were curious about, how I was capturing this. What is that? What? So are you telling me that you have quit the world of streaming? I was not aware that you had. And if so, why is that? Pour a little goop juice on it. And the little bird on the stilts feet. It's something. Okay, I'm not sure. What am I supposed to do here? Like, so that. Apparently I can't do anything there. Got this uber long sword. I mean, I could do that. Oh boy. And I could do, oh. There's all kinds of critters everywhere. Man, I don't know. Luigi says, for some reason, seeing the term poor and mana in the same sentence reminded me of maple syrup. I want waffles now. I have waffles, but I have no syrup. Oh dear. That's funny. Wait, hold on a second. Uh-oh. What happened to my SE cat? I guess I thought my subscription was going to renew. Oh, maybe it was it may have been a Prime sub. I'm going to have to check on that. I have my David V. Kimball emotes, though. A little hype in the chat there. So, 4Dietis is here. Yes, indeed. Indeed they are, Jack. Or Retro Rewind Pod. And Luigi's... Breos just says, but yeah, Indigo is best boy. I admire him. I adore him so much. Oh my gosh. He's in the chat user list, but he has yet to speak. He actually had spoken earlier. That's why I said that. And then Luigi Gaming, Master Gaming says, Mana is rated E for PG. Oh my gosh. That's funny. All right, so I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Let's try this. And yeah, I definitely got a little confused. Ray Will says Retro Rewind Pod is the guy I told you that would sing a Weird Al song if you rated him. Oh, seriously? That's all I needed? I'm a silly mana. I beat the level. Tangle Heights done. Okay, that was... Wow. That was a thing. I got a little sidetracked. That level took a little longer than it needed. Yep. By the way, I got a haircut today. I got a few hairs cut, by the way. People are laughing at me. Nemo Toady. Hello, Nemo Toady. How are you? Lovely to see you. Now, here's Bobby. I feel like maybe I need to, I don't know. But I'm going to, first I'm going to go over here. I just got a few hairs cut. Not all of them, just a few. Yeah, let's go for an actual level. It's the boss. I want to go to the No Way Abyss. Yeah. Okay. Retro Rewind Pod, mad respect. Nice. I am unanimously known by David's Discord server and my 5th grade math teacher as a bit of a funny guy, Luigi Master Gaming says. Nice. Okay, here's what a boss battle would look like, my friends. Oh, we've got a dragon. Whoa, we've got a one-eyed dragon. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. All right. Wait, I can reflect these back, but I need to go into my... Oh, it is the charms. Let's go to the charms. And I think it's, yeah, reflection, equip. Let's also change our trail to the unicorn trail. This is really cute. And what is this here? Stunt sword. Summon a giant ghost sword. Yeah, let's do that. And boom. Okay. Boom. Okay. Oh dear. Wait, reflect back. Why is it not? Wait. Why was it not reflecting back? That's literally what that thing's supposed to be. Hold on. Did it? Huh. Well, that didn't work. So maybe. Interesting. I wonder what to do there. Lily Pad. I'm sorry you couldn't sleep, Lily Pad, Briazza says. That's a cute name. Oh, and let's not forget that David and SC 100% adopted me, and me with not a pet adoption form. Nemo Tutty, welcome on in. Some mana was poured on all of this, and it's made it much, much better. Okay. So I don't... Oh. Well, that hurt. I guess I could do this. Oh, man. See, that hurts. That hurts. Let's use this. Ah. Oh, yeah, it hurts. Oh, I see what I can do. And then I can... Whee! Ghost Sword? No, and it does not do anything. Okay. I'm so getting hurt. Oh, dear. And away we go. And we're gonna do that. Okay. Cool boss battles. I feel like this is a game that is just so clever in its controls. I was mentioning earlier, it reminds me a little of a game called Snake Pass. By earlier, I mean actually last stream. So I don't know if you've played Snake Pass before, but you control a snake. And you end up having one button that moves you forward, and then you use the analog stick to kind of move and meander like a snake would. And that's very much how this is set up. You know, you've got your sword that's moving you around. It's pretty cool. But trying to do this thing. There we go. But, you know, put into a little bit less of a collectathon and put into more of an action RPG, which I think is cool because I like action RPGs. It's pretty good. Today's news has me a bit stressed, so that might be why Nemo Toady says. What news is that from the doctor? Oh, I wanted to get over there. Couldn't. Darn. Okay. Oh boy. Go this way, and voila. Yeah, he doesn't like this, I can tell that. Oh, ow. And it's a little tricky to maneuver because you can't just go in the direction you want, right? Your spine is pretty messed up. Oh no. I'm sorry, Nemo Toady. Is there a plan of action, though, that's going to work out? Boom! We did it! We did it, everybody! Speaking of pet names, Luigi Master Gaming says, and puns, my pug, Polly's full name is Napoleon Bonapug. My dad is a bit of a history buff, and we got to name him Polly. I'd say the name suits him well. That's amazing. A roly-poly pug. I love it. Ray Will says, I found Art of Mana, Retro Rewind Pod, because of David V. Kimball rating him. Then we discover later, Dietis is here when we raided through your channel, later having no idea he even knew about this channel. So fun. Are you serious? Ray Will, Dietis and I, we've known each other for quite some time. No way. What? There's some big heart for you. We've just been raided by Rob and Alex, R.L. Ritchie. Could we please get some shout outs for R.L. Ritchie and David V. Kimball? Rob, thank you so much. Sorcerer Finch is in. Dietis says that's true. I've been around for like 2.5 years until we discovered we both love your channel. Aw, that's hilarious. And R.L. Ritchie was streaming Don't Starve together. Nice. Briazra Spark says, ooh, raid. We've got Horforia. Lovely to see you. Zero Storms, Mama Panda. Oh my gosh. Everybody, thank you so much. If you don't know, R.L. Ritchie, we've known each other for a long time. They do some terrific stuff as a streaming couple. Rob and Alex. They play a lot of retro games, Nintendo games. They enjoy games like the Zelda franchise and Pokemon. They work through a lot of stuff like that. And they also throw in things to surprise you and delight you. They also have a wonderful card system where you can redeem these cards, and there's fun little things. Like I saw they had just done something where they used makeup. Like you could redeem a card, and then one or the other would have to draw on the other person's face, and make a mustache or something like that. It was a lot of fun, and they posted a Twitter picture as well. And then on a serious note, and I don't want to get too much into it here and now because I don't think it's the platform at the moment, like here in this stream. But I want all of you to be aware that there was a very serious event that occurred in our extended community where a member, another streamer, someone who we had thought was trustworthy and someone that was reputable, ended up abusing his power and abusing others. And so, Rob, I want to just shout out RL Ritchie on another level, which is on Twitter. RL Ritchie has been supportive of those voices coming out to share their experience and the abuse perpetrated by this streamer, and he's done a good job of cataloging and pulling together all of the different resources. So yeah, it's someone, in fact, I had collaborated with. So if you go on my Twitter right now, I actually have a series. It's a 9-day sort of a novena of sorts of sharing the sharing aspects of a molester or an abuser, and trying to put that out there for people's benefit so that that we can all be a little bit more aware. And the sad thing is, I mean, this wasn't. I have had opportunities to learn about signs for abusers and things like this, and still did not see it. I think there's something about maybe being online that makes it harder to see, but nevertheless, yeah, that's where it was. So Rob has been elevating those voices, which is a lovely way of putting it, and yeah, the community is stronger together. And so I want to just thank you for doing that. And of course, like I said, do check him out if you want to learn more about the situation, and if you want to learn more about how to identify signs of abuse to help protect yourself and others. Please do check out what's going on Twitter right now, because that's the place to go. So Rob says, thank you for joining the cause. I got to be honest, I carry a tremendous amount of guilt for my role in, promoting this fellow streamer, and not realizing the abuse, and oops, and so for me, it's not even a matter of it's not a choice. I have to say something. I have to do something, because yeah, it's it's serious. So, and I want us to all be more aware going forward. Let's do that. Can I do that? Oh, I can't. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Hexlin, hello. This game is so pretty. Yeah. Okay. Retro Rewind has to go read a book, so they're gonna AFK. No worries. So a little bit about this game, because some of you probably are wondering. Oh, 4D just says, oh, by the way, anyway, I was in a game when you asked your question.
Thank you for joining the Friends
Hexlin.
of Mana.
Thank you. Thanks, Hexlin. And Fish and Game Report. Hello, Pika Power. Oliver, she says, Mana, good night. Thank you for not starving with me. Oh, Mama, good night. Mama had to go to bed. Mama, thank you so much. So we have a question, or we have an answer here. 4D just says, I was in a game when you asked the question. There were several reasons why I gave up streaming. Main one being that as a father of 4, I just have zero time for it. So I figured I'd go out with a bang and have a 24-hour charity stream. Nice. That's really cool. Oops. Okay. So, this game here, in case you're curious, how does this work? Oh. That's really fun. So this game is called Slash Quest. It is a game that is on Apple Arcade. It will, I believe, eventually make its way to the Switch. But it was developed in partnership with Apple for the Apple Arcade platform. It is ad-free and DLC free, or paid in-app purchase free, all that good stuff. The way that this works is that you push, and I am playing on my phone, but I'm using, kind of to match my phone, I'm using the gold controller. I push X to move, and then you can actually use the directional pad, or I just found out, by the way, you can actually use L and R. It's just the little L and R, see like that? Or even the trigger. But you move those buttons to move in the direction you want. I'm just using the left and right of the D-pad. And that's how you swing in a direction. And so it's really clever the way that it works, because you don't just have direct control, like up is up always and left is left, etc. It's actually more like a Snake Pass style of gameplay, which is a great indie title if you haven't played it. I love that. So, and you raised a couple $100 for Operation Underground Railroad. I highly recommend checking them out if you ever do a charity stream. Works directly with Tiltify. I've been thinking about charity streaming, actually. I don't want to say too much because I don't know if any of you've heard this before, but I actually had a really great opportunity back in the day with a long commute to listen to a lot of radio. And I heard a fantastic, I believe it was a TED Talk, about the effect of, yes, Hexlin, yes, you can move only the direction the sword is facing. That is correct. Also, as you attack enemies, your sword grows, and as you hit walls and stone, it shrinks. Or if you use it up in switches and things like that. Ooh, that's a scary looking beast. So in this radio broadcast, I believe, again, it was a TED Talk, what was discussed is the effect of saying you're going to do something. It actually releases the same endorphins, or has the same, lights up the same areas of your brain that doing the said thing actually lights up and does. And so as a result, you end up sometimes not doing the thing you said you were going to do, because you've already received the reward, so to speak, for doing it, the internal, biological reward of it. And so I've found that to be true even in streaming. I've certainly, there have been times where I feel like I say I'm going to do something, and then just simply because I've said it, it's like, all right, I'm done. I don't have to do it. So, yeah. Exactly, 4Ds. The brain already says, yay, I did it, and you end up not doing it. Exactly. Exactly right. So, with that in mind, I try to, I'm not going to say too much about some of the things I'm thinking of in terms of charity streaming right now. But what I will say is I have actually, oh gosh.
Thanks for joining the Friends of Mana.
Mr. Wonderful, thank you so much. Shucks, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh, and Kilantha, hello, welcome on in. Brutal that you cut the bird's shoes off, that's so true. Oh gosh, I'm doing such a bad job here. So yeah, but I have actually raised money for St. Jude Play Live in using Tiltify, which is really cool. And welcome on in. There's some new people. For everyone who's new, I do very much try to talk to everyone, get to know one another. I view streaming as an opportunity for building relationship with lots of people in a big kind of open hub with everybody here. It's like a it's like a cool get together, you know. Maybe a camping trip, you know. It's sort of around the campfire, and we get to hang out and get to know one another through this platform. So I mostly play. I am an E for everyone, family-friendly variety streamer. Mostly playing Nintendo games. That's my jam. That's my favorite. And indie titles, I've played Owlboy and Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons and A Short Hike and Celeste, and just so many great, excellent indie titles as well. Recently, also The Last Campfire, which is a beautiful game. So I love stuff like that. And then retro games on original hardware. And I'm really big on original hardware. So Mr. Wonderful is asking how I went live with my iPhone. It is an iPhone 11. It is right there. And the way that I did it is I have cable wrapped cable management with the HDMI adapter, my HDMI and power adapter. And the HDMI is running into... Oh, I got a new material. Nice. The HDMI is running into my HDMI splitter, which happens to also have a what is it? I can't remember what it's called. It's whatever that HDMI like DRM kind of thing is. It strips that, is what I want to say. And so it does that, so then I can run everything into my capture card. Out of my HDMI hub, I actually have 3 outs. It goes to my monitor in front of me, my TV behind me, and it goes to my capture card. So that's how I do it. It is not the Pro Max, it's just the 11. It's an 11, yellow 11. But yeah, I when I'm playing games on original hardware that are like handhelds, I make custom overlays. So this that iPhone 11 is custom made by me, and it happens to be the same look as my actual phone because I made it, so I was able to do that. So it is a yellow iPhone. It's got that kind of gold on the sides. Oh dear. And there you go. Oh gosh, what am I doing? Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, I can go this way. Yay, there we go. That reflected back. Now this here, okay, there we are. All right. Hexlin says this game is so interesting. It's really a lot of fun. So I've told people in the past, I'm a big fan of, well, I was a big fan of mobile gaming back in the day. I got into mobile gaming. Luigi Master Gaming says, meanwhile, my brain is like, yeah, I haven't done it yet. Time to procrastinate for 7 hours. If I actually paid for Apple Arcade, I'd definitely give the game a go. I'll most definitely give the game a shot if ever it comes to Switch. So it's an indie game that was also helped by Apple. So it's basically a crossbreed between indie, developed by a big company. I'm in. There you go. That's right. And Jack has played Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. It is an amazing game. I love how indie games can fuel narrative. Sorry, gotta hydrate. So Dash has heard this a couple of times. Dash could probably tell it just the same as me, but back in the day, I got my first. I had a flip phone and I played a few Java games on it and stuff, but basically what got me into mobile gaming as we tend to know it nowadays was in grad school. I bought, Ms. Manna and I both ended up buying MacBook Pros, and they had this student deal where you got a free iPod Touch, first generation. And this was right before the launch of the App Store. And so shortly after we got this, the App Store was, see, I don't know how to get off here. Oh, unless, oh, nope, that didn't work, darn. So the App Store gets launched, and then I see that, oh my gosh, there's all these games I can get for this platform. And I was riding the subway a lot. I had a DS at the time. And I thought to myself, the DS will kind of be more for home because I didn't have any of my consoles with me. So, the DS will be like my home console. I don't want anything to damage it or anything. I still brought it from time to time, but for the most part, it was so easy to just drop the iPod Touch into a pocket of my backpack, and I wasn't as concerned with it. So then I got really into all the mobile games at the time. There were some great experiences. There weren't in-app purchases. There weren't all of these. It wasn't a flooded market. It wasn't all ad-based or trying to get you to spend a little bit of money. It wasn't internet connected required. It was simple, fun experiences. I like to say short, sweet, and easy to repeat, which is a type of gaming I love because I have less free time to play longer games. And I just felt like the experience was really cool. And then, unfortunately, it all just started to get more and more complicated. I felt that Apple didn't quite do what I had hoped they would have done in order to really promote their platform as a gaming platform and make it really user-friendly. One of the things I would have loved to have seen early on was kind of universal saves and the ability to back up your games through iTunes more easily. And it just didn't have that back then. So that was a big bummer. And then I kind of abandoned mobile gaming for a time. Until then, Nintendo started putting out games on the mobile market. And look, they're not perfect. There's some issues with it. But they're fun experiences. So I started to get back into it. But I still wasn't satisfied with most mobile gaming. And I was disappointed, to say the least. So I looked for a lot of these types of indie games on other platforms. And the Switch has been terrific. And of course, Steam has actually been really pretty good for indie games. But eventually, I ended up seeing or hearing about the Apple Arcade experience and getting really excited because, Apple Arcade is just a really cool idea. Basically, Apple supports the developers who make these games so that they can make them. And then the games are part of your subscription, which is $5 a month. And the developers, get a cut of that. They don't need to rely on ad revenue and et cetera. And they are able to make these games that are exclusive for a time on Apple Arcade. A lot of great games actually started as Apple Arcade games and then came to the Switch. For example, Oceanhorn 2 is going to be. And The Last Campfire, which was a game I streamed and loved. That was an Apple Arcade exclusive. So there's a lot of great content. The latest Shantae game was an Apple Arcade exclusive. And Hexlin, I totally agree. There's something awesome about a good mobile game is just really good, right? But maybe there are too few, but again, Apple Arcade seems to be helping buck that trend. And Mr. Wonderful 250 has redeemed a message which says Pro Max and is it HDMI to Lightning because Apple said they will be in USB Type-C cable. So this is not the Pro Max, it's just the standard iPhone 11. And it has it's actually got just the standard Lightning connector, and I just have the official Apple HDMI dongle for it. That's all that is. So, what do we get here? A new skill, the Lightning Spark. Summon lightning to hit enemies around the sword. Okay, cool. Let's use it. So that's kind of my experience with mobile titles. I'm a big fan. I think Apple Arcade has renewed some interest in mobile titles because this reminds me of the heyday of mobile titles back on the platform. It really does. This is how it used to be. These really great experiences. And then I also mentioned there's a video game console coming out that I'm really excited about. It's called the Intellivision Amico, and we actually did a little reaction video or reaction stream to a live announcement they had. And I did a full conversation about what the Amico was and I mean, all kinds of stuff. But suffice to say that it is a family-friendly console. And with that in mind, I'm actually really excited to get it. And I have a pre-order for it. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to do reviews of the games. The games are going to be inexpensive, $7 to $10 for, or under $7, under $10, I think they said, in order to play, or in order to get these games. And I'm really excited. And also, by the way, everybody, please don't say anything about Waz being in here. Wait, Waz is not here. I don't know if you know this. There is no Waz. The Waz is an illusion. Yeah, there are a few great titles, but those few will keep you coming back for a while. Isn't that the truth? Dash can sympathize with having limited time. Dash says, nice, all powered up. I have lightning abilities. And Hexlin says, who? This is my first time here, and I've never seen anyone like that. Last I heard, Waz was sleeping, Dash says. No idea what you mean, Hexlin says. Luigi Master Gaming says, I haven't experienced many early mobile games, but my main complaints with most modern mobile games is the fact that they're more elaborate attempts to get you to spend money rather than actual games. But I agree that good mobile games are really great. I think that's a beautiful way of putting it. I hadn't actually thought of it that way in those terms, but you're right. There are elaborate methods for you to play or to spend money. You're absolutely right. And so, yeah, unfortunately, that is the case, really. And I don't appreciate that. The early games were like this, where it was a full experience. It was a full game. And, even if you had to spend $5 to unlock it forever, that was cool. It was all right because they were good games. So it is a bit of a bummer. Waz got off of a vigorous coding session, but my mind is so active I can't fall asleep. Now I'm here for a rare visit. How's everyone? Oh, Waz, thank you for coming. Oh, well, we're doing good. We're playing a game here called Slash Quest on Apple Arcade, which is a lot of fun. We really could get other items and things, but I think we're going to just power through and do some of the challenges and things later. For right now, we're going to go to Hot in Here Hollow, which I think is great. Josh says, woo, congrats on beating another level. Also agreed on the aggressive monetization of a lot of mobile titles. Yeah. And even Nintendo's, to be fair. But Nintendo seems less egregious somehow, and I'm not sure why. Certainly, I think the best game that they've put out is Dragalia Lost, and it does not overly push you to purchase things. It gives you quite a lot of free content. But something like this is what it used to be like in the old App Store. And I remember, I actually would love to go through some of my old iDevices with some of the games on there. Unfortunately, some updates broke some of my old games I'd love to play for you. But I'd also love to go through, I actually have a collection. I could go through all the games that I've downloaded and whatnot. And I could certainly also just go through, a list of the early games. But there were some really great games. Like, I really, really, really enjoyed the mobile conversion or the mobile version, not a conversion, it was the mobile version of Mirror's Edge. In fact, I still think that game is superior to actual Mirror's Edge on PC. It's a really fun game. I remember playing the DS game Assassin's Creed. That was a conversion to mobile, and it was really good, and the graphics were really good, and it, like a little bit higher res than the DS, so that was always cool. And this guy's coming. Sorry. Whee! There we go. Hold on a second here. We gotta read something. Hexlin says, mobile gaming used to be like gaming on any other system, but now it feels more like advertising under the guise of being a game. Ooh, that's another hot take, too. By the way, just everybody, thank you so much. If you are new around here and you like what you're seeing, you don't follow, and you're interested, please do consider a follow. Like I said, I'm an E for everyone, family-friendly streamer. I try to put out a lot of interesting content out there, have conversations like we're having right now. If you're enjoying it, please do continue on. So, and then also, I just want to say that for those of you who've come in, like Mr. Wonderful, Follow, and Hexlin, thank you so much for that. We have a lot of great people here in the chat, and I hope you feel at home already. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. Mobile gaming. Let's see. Also my Nintendo Platinum points now being able to get me some physical rewards has given me more major incentive to play Nintendo's mobile games again, including Fire Emblem Heroes for the first time as my first Fire Emblem game as well. Nice. Monetization on mobile games, Waz says, is aggressive because it works, in my opinion. Also very, very accurate and true. I've seen people drop whole paychecks to maintain their upkeep. It is crazy. Yes. Waz says, Mr. Wonderful, I've been very busy working remotely as a software engineer and also as a teaching assistant for coders. Yesterday was demo graduation day for my students, and I'm starting a new cohort next week. Busy, busy, haha. Nice. For me, it's not so much about monetization in the game itself as much as interrupting the games for 30-second ads every few minutes. I can't stand that. I cannot stand that. I cannot stand that. That is one of the things about the current state of mobile gaming that I'm just not a fan. Like, I'll pay, a couple bucks to buy a full version, but they don't do that anymore. So you have this in-app purchase, and then it's like you can't just rely on these games being there anymore. When they first came out, I thought there would sort of be this backwards compatibility, but mobile gaming, even on iOS, tends to be very ethereal. Is that the right word? No, that's not the word. Whatever the word is. Fleeting. Ephemeral? Ephemeral, I think is the word I'm trying to say. Hey everybody, we got to do a thing here. But first, let me just finish that thought and say, yeah, I think that games nowadays are just lacking that that sort of ability for you to just download it and know it's going to be there. You could play it later, all that good stuff. And I think that's an unfortunate thing. But I agree, ads are worse. I would rather, like the old days, be able to buy a game and know that it's mine. I have a file, I have a platform to play it on. 10 years from now, I could pick up that same device and play that game. But now I can't really do it. So, but yeah, Jack, actually, if you would quickly dive into the Leaders of Mana channel on Discord. All of you, I'm going to let you all know a little something here. There we go. Okay, so Jax's okay, Luigi Master Gaming says, and all of Super Mario Run's extra content was available for a single price of $10, which I personally think is worth it, especially since my purchase came with bonus Luigi. That was pretty cool. Personally, Super Mario Run, I love the most. It's exactly what I wanted from a mobile Mario game. Definitely enough stuff to do without paying, since you have 4 levels. Toad Rally, worth the World 1 levels too. Or only the World 1 levels, though. Remix 10 and 3 unlockable characters, those being Blue, Yoshi, Toad, and Daisy. I agree. I think it's a solid thing. I wish it wasn't a download and then like an in-app purchase. Like, I wish it was just like a full version. I wish it didn't need an internet-connected way to play, because that way you could always download it later and play it. That's my only thing. I know why Nintendo did it. It makes sense. It's very Nintendo. Okay, Scooter102089 is here. Chaser the Ultimate Gamer. We're going to take just a moment. Hold on, everybody. I will BRB. Okay, everybody. So, let's do a couple of things here. First of all, we're going to move this down like so. And we're also going to go to... I guess we'll just go to this screen. I really need to set some things up here. I realized. Ginny Gravity, hello. So I've got this. It's a little ukulele. And this is something that I did over in Scooter's stream last night. But we got to do it again right now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Cheers to the ultimate gamer, also known as a Scooter102089. Happy birthday to you. Happy... Hey, Scooter, that one is for you, for you, for you, for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. There we go. There we go. All right, we did it. That's for you, Scooter. A little belated, but for you nonetheless. Ginny Gravity, how have you been? What is up? That is a birthday celebration for our friend Scooter. And yeah, very cool. Okay, let's get a little bit of the game audio back. Go back here. You love it. Awesome. Had to go a little bit out of the ordinary. Last night it was just the short and sweet. Tonight I had to do a little bit more. Ginny's back from work. Nice. Did everyone make compliment your earrings? If you don't know Ginny, my friends, she's an incredible artist. She is responsible for all of my emotes. If you don't know Scooter, he is an incredible video editor, and he's responsible for editing many of my videos. And yeah, if you like my emotes, by the way, yeah, Ginny. And she actually is open for commissions. Something to think about. Just going to say that. And Ginny has been super styling lately, right, Was? Jack has clipped these. Awesome. Thank you, Jack. Oh, I know what I gotta do here. I gotta use the bomb over here. And then I can get the fire. Like so. And then I can go this way. Over to here. Then do that. Hey, there we go. I know Mario Run will be shut down someday, and that makes me sad since it wouldn't be the biggest deal if the game wasn't online exclusive. I feel like only Toad Rally leaderboards and maybe friend races should have been required online, but with everything else being offline, which would have helped preserve the game when it inevitably shuts down sometime in the future. Exactly. Now, another game that I thought was going to get shut down. Oh my gosh. When you stand still, he has like a little arrow that points you in the direction you need to go. That's kind of cool. I think. Let's try this. Let's test this theory out. But yeah. Oh, it totally does. That's so cool. Okay. So, oh shoot, what was I saying? Mario speedruns. What was I saying? I forget. I already lost it. Darn it. Lost my thought. Ginny says, I brought cookies in for everyone today. My crush ate all of them. Aww. Yeah, here's a game that talking about the impermanence of online games and digital games. The Scott Pilgrim video game. That unfortunately was delisted, and for so long you could not get it. And I'm so glad it is coming to the Switch because I really always wanted to play it. I've never played it. I cannot wait to finally get my hands on it. I love beat 'em up games, and Scott Pilgrim is a really interesting IP. I really enjoyed the movie, and so I'm kind of chomping at the bit to play that one. I'm really looking forward to it. There's a forge over here. Okay. Speaking of limited runs, I'm hearing that Mario 3D All-Stars will be sold as individual games afterwards. I heard this. There's this idea that we'll probably get them individually. Yeah. I feel like there's all kinds of stuff that could happen. Scott Pilgrim is one of your favorite games? I didn't actually know that. Oh my gosh. And Another Winter is really good? I don't know that one. Ginny's been feeling super quiet lately. Okay. Whee! Let's burn everything down. It's a song from Scott Pilgrim game for the first level. Gotcha. Okay. Well, the music in the movie is a lot of fun. I really like it. It's that grunge, Seattle grunge scene kind of thing. That whole acoustic guitar with distortion thing. It's really kind of cool. It's a good vibe, and that Rickenbacker bass, which is so awesome. I love Rickenbackers. My dad had a Rickenbacker 12-string at one point that he traded in for a banjo. I mean, it was just, that's how he was with instruments. He just, I want to play a different instrument. I just trade it in for something different. And sure enough, he wanted a banjo, so even though he had this beautiful Rickenbacker 12-string, he traded it in for banjo. And then he, traded that for an acoustic guitar eventually, and acoustic 6-string, and yeah, I mean, just the way it went. And it's cool. I mean, he had all these great experiences, and it's something, that he can talk about. He's had all these guitars and instruments and stuff. The movie is also one of your favorites, easily top 5 for you. That's cool. Yeah, Ginny, you probably should buy them bundled when you still have the chance. I actually thought about playing Super Mario 64 because it's my 564th stream, everybody. 500 streams ago was the first time I ever played something other than Minecraft on stream, I'm pretty sure. True story. If I'm not mistaken. Because I played Super Indie Carts, and we made a custom, we called it Mana Kart, and it was a Minecraft Minecart Mario Kart knockoff. It was a lot of fun. Bob George III actually helped to make that, and it was super cool. It is a lot of streams. So I know, Waz, you said you haven't really been able to play a lot of games recently. What are some of the things that you're interested in playing when you get a chance? What are some of the things that's on your radar? Matt Orion Gaming, thank you.
Thanks so much for hosting.
Oh, no worries. No worries about being late. That's quite all right. I gotta figure out what to do here. Oh, I need fire. That's what I need. Flame. Okay. I see what I'm doing wrong. I wasn't thinking through. I'm spending so much time chatting, I'm not paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing in the game. Okay. So I need some flame. Oh, actually, look at this. Check this out. Boom. Sort of. Almost. Wait. Come on. Come on. No. 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 It's like trying to kiss it. Look at it. It's like...
Thanks so much for hosting.
Do you see it trying to kiss it? Do you see that? Do you see the little... I shouldn't do that. All right. Let's see here. Let's grab this. Go this way. Oh man. Okay, I'll catch up in chat in a moment, but first we're gonna take that out, and we're gonna go back and get some more fire. Try and do this. I think I can make this work. So I go boop, boop. Oh wait, I can go like this. No, I can't go like that. Darn. Okay, but I can go over here. Hopefully it's. Oh, it went out. Okay, darn. Waz says, my sweet spot for playing games these days are from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Still playing Monster Hunter. I've also been playing this 8-bit action platformer called Panzer Paladin. Oh, yeah! I saw that you streamed that, and actually, it's so funny you did because I actually had just seen it when, like, the night before I saw that you were streaming it. And, it is definitely on my radar. It looks really fun. It's a Metroidvania with a very lovely artwork for the cover. Excellent looking pixel art. I'm a sucker for Metroidvanias. Looks like a female protagonist and very cool, almost Samus-like armor, even though it's like a fantasy setting, it seems. Yeah, totally know what you're talking about. That looked really, really cool. And then, also, I'm curious to know what you think of the Monster Hunter film that's coming out. Man, his sword kissy face, clipped by Jack. Nice. Some interest in the Scott Pilgrim game, Luigi says, but I know very little about anything related to Scott Pilgrim. Jack Squat, in fact. Game looks freaking fun though. Might check out the movie sometime. Well, I would recommend it. It's not appropriate for all ages. I mean, there are some aspects to it that would not be suitable for everyone. So I don't know how old you are, but something to consider. And just going in knowing that there's some things that are a little more mature. It does deal with some mental health aspects and some aspects of sexuality and things, but it is very an adolescent sexuality at that. But it is very, very well done. A lot of nods to geek culture, video gaming, music. And I think it has a really great message and story as well, the way it's put together. I haven't read all of the books, but I really like the movie. It's good. And let's see here. Lots of fun watching you play Panzer Paladin the other day, Waz, Jenny says. Looks like a great game. I plan on streaming a lot of Monster Hunter Rise when it comes out for the Switch, Waz says. And then... Exactly, it's a nice combination of all those games we played during our childhood. Yeah, Waz, I love it. Jenny says, hey, Ryan. Waz says, I totally expect the movie to be bad. I'm going to watch it. I hear you. It looks... ridiculous. Like, why is it set in current time and people go to the world? It just seems like that's the cop-out move to make a movie based on a video game. It's like Super Mario Brothers, the movie, all over again. But whatever. Looks a little like Power Rangers to me, Metal Ryan Gaming says. All right. She says, Manny, your sword is longer now, and now it's short. Okay, so the way this game works is when you defeat enemies, you actually increase your length. When you hit stones and walls or certain switches and things, it will decrease your length. And it's actually a puzzle element for getting through certain things because you need your sword to be a certain length in order to reach things. That is what I need to get that one area where my sword is longer, but now it's short, so I can't do it. I got to figure things out, and I'm hoping that this is the way to do it, but I could be wrong because who knows? Yeah, see, it's shorter now, so I done goofed. But anyway, I think you knew that, and I was telling you something that you knew. And you were telling me that I needed to go and use my long sword over there, and I did not do that. So therefore, I have goofed in a big way. Jag says, just count on me to be here and clip every funny moment of Mana's stream career. Aw, Jack, you know what? I wanna give a shout out, actually, to all of my mods. right now we've actually got. Do we have all of them? No, we're missing one high 30 and Harem. But Dash and Ginny and Jack, thank you, and Scooter, thank you so much for being here and for being my moderators. And Jack, you know, I don't get to shout you out enough, but Jack is a streamer in his own right. He has been an energetic and enthusiastic supporter for quite some time. He's a very kind person, an absolute gem to have as a member of the leaders here and the mods. And I'm very grateful for you being here and for you being able to spend time with us. So thank you. Metal Ryan Gaming says that the Sonic movie did well in theaters. It's a good point. So Waz says there's this anime genre called isekai, where the protagonists are transported from the modern world to some fantasy reality. So the Monster Hunter movie is jokingly called that. That's sort of where the main criticism lies, because people would like the movie about the world of Monster Hunter itself without that kind of plot. Still, the monster looks spot on, and that's the main reason for me to watch it. I love the Monster Hunter series too much. Well, so, yeah, I mean, I guess that's just not my favorite sort of style. I guess it's just, yeah. It's because, okay, it's not that it's not my favorite sort of style. What it comes down to is that when you have these franchises that have an established sort of canon and a world, and you then use that trope, oh dear, then you sacrifice the depth of the world building that the original world had. Like, now, as like a fun side thing, I can see that happening. But when you then create, like, you say, okay, this world of Monster Hunter that has all of these cool bosses and monsters and this whole world to it, you say, well, actually, it's not a place in reality. It's a separate location from where we are here. Then your ability to suspend disbelief, I believe, is lessened, because it's a place that ought to exist then in sort of, again, this other dimension or whatever. Fair? I don't know. That's just my thought. Take it as you will. Waz says, yes, man, agreed. Yeah. Again, if it was its own thing, if it was, you know, you've got this other fantasy world, then sure. But it's sort of like that idea of like, well, you know, oh, hey, Mario really exists. You know, well, actually, no, let's not get into that. That's a whole other thing. Anyway, man, I'm trying to figure out what to do here. I think, should I have gone that way? I think I should have. Oh, darn, I think I goofed. Oh, wait. I did miss Scooter's message. Let's see if Mana will see my message about our collab video part 1 being almost uploaded. I did not, until right now. Well, that is exciting. That is exciting. Okay, we've done that. Guys, I gotta figure out how to do this. This is infuriating. Okay, so I gotta... Alright, I see what I have to do now. Alright, this game is getting a little trickier than those early levels, which is good. One of the things I saw about this game that some people leveled as a criticism was that it got a little samey, a little too easy. But, oh yeah, you did promise, Scooter. Thank you. Okay. Let's do this again. So what I think I need to do is I have to go over here. My little Shep friend. And I go over to here. Do this. I go right back in a circle. And what was this game called, Jam Doggy asks? It is called Slash Quest. And Jam Doggy, welcome on in. Was says we're distracting you too much. Hey, it's true. You know, actually, I welcome it, though. And again, if anybody is new around here and you're enjoying this stream, if you're enjoying chatting with me, please do consider a follow. And for all of my friends who have come and hung out with me tonight. Thank you so much for all the raids. Thank you so much. We are playing Slash Quest, a super fun game where you control a sword, a talking sword, who is controlling Shep. And I guess, by the way, my idea before is not actually what I'm supposed to do. So now I'm even further confused. And what in the world do we have here? Okay, that's a thing. So I don't know. Luigi Master Gaming says, well, it's as fun as this stream has been, I have to head out. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Hey, listen. Wait, Jam Doggy says, hey, I've been here for about an hour. You've just missed my messages. Are you kidding, Jam Doggy? No way. I wonder if it's because your color and name is so similar to Jack Lock's. I'm so sorry. I feel horrible. I haven't been great about catching every message today. I've been very distracted. My head's not in... My head's all over the place. But I'll try and ask me again or say things again that you wanted to let me know. I'm a streamer, I understand, Jam Doggy says thank you. And shout outs to Jam Doggy, everybody. Excellence says I have to head out soon as well, but I have enjoyed talking. Thank you. Well, I've got another 15 minutes left before I end my stream. I always try to keep to about 2 hours of stream time. And my plan for a schedule going forward, I'd love to hear your feedback on this. I'm changing my schedule. I believe what I'll be doing is Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and then Saturday morning, and then possibly Saturday evening. So what I'll do is I'll have... Here, let's just do it, because some people have to leave. Let's just take a quick 5-minute break here. So the idea is if I stream on Tuesday, and then I get to stream the next day on Wednesday, which is cool. Back-to-back streams. Pretty fun. Those will be evening streams.
Whoa, thank you. How generous.
I'm not sure how often I'll catch your streams around this time period, but I wanted to give you some bit love. I really have to try to sleep since I technically have to wake up early. Thanks for keeping me company for a bit. Have a good night.
Well, my goodness, Waz, thank you so much. Also, you get to choose a topic that I will improvise a song about, and I will do it just for you. So what I was saying, I was thinking about doing 25 emotes shared. Waz Cheer shared rewards for 25 others in chat. That's awesome. That is 1,000 bits. Waz, thank you so much. That's amazing. You've been put on the spot, lol. That is a lot of bits. So yeah, okay. So what I was saying is I was thinking of a Tuesday, Wednesday evening stream. That's 8:30 p.m. Pacific time, 8:30 to 10:30. And then Saturday morning, I would keep that, and that would be Saturday morning, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. And then occasionally I could throw in an 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. But the idea is that means there's always only 2 days of no mana content. So it'd be like, you go Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it's like, oh, okay, Thursday, Friday, but then Saturday mana, and then, okay, Sunday, Monday, but Tuesday mana. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Monster Hunter as the topic. Oh dear. Okay. Let me look up some things real quick on Monster Hunter. Let's look up the Monster Hunter Wikipedia, the Wikipedia. I found this on the Wikipedia. Monster Hunter. Okay. Here we go. This might give us enough to go off of. Okay. Let's take that out. Okay. What should we do here? Monster Hunter, it's a franchise, a series of fantasy-themed action role-playing video games that started with the game Monster Hunter for the PlayStation 2, released in 2004. Titles have been released across a variety of platforms, including personal computer, home console, portable consoles, and mobile devices. Series is developed and published by Capcom. They're the ones with the blue bomber And the little lemons that fly out and go pew pew, 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 pew pew. The games are primarily action role-playing games. The player takes the role of a hunter, slaying or trapping large monsters across various landscapes as parts of quests given to them by the local, with some quests involving the gathering of a certain item which may put the hunter at risk of facing a certain monster. Oh, as part of its core gameplay loop, players use loot, 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 gain from slaying monsters and gathering resources and quest rewards to craft improved weapons, armor, and other items that allow them to face more powerful monsters. All main series games feature multiplayer, usually up to 4-player cooperative, but can also be played single player, single player, single player, single player. As June of 2020, the game series has sold 64 million units worldwide, and it's Capcom's second best-selling series, following Resident Evil. Resident Evil. The early games in the series principally sold well in Japan and other Asian countries, popularized by the series' use of ad hoc multiplayer features on portable consoles. Monster Hunter has been critically well received in Western markets, but had generally languished in sales, in part due to the game's high learning curve. However, with Monster Hunter World, Capcom aimed to attract a global audience using the power of advanced home gaming consoles and computers, and released the title simultaneously worldwide. World became the best-selling Monster Hunter game within 3 days of its release, and became Capcom's best-selling game with 16.1 million sales by June 2020, including more than 70% outside of Japan. In addition to games, the franchise has an anime based off the spin-off game Monster Hunter Diary, Poka Poka Iroh Village, Monster Hunter Stories Ride On, based on Monster Hunter Stories, a manga, a Monster Hunter or a game, and a book, Monster Hunter episode. A feature film is scheduled for release December 30th, 2020. It's a movie I saw the other day, a trailer of, and I thought to myself, what an odd concept. I see monsters in the desert, a bunch of military folk, and what does that have to do with Monster Hunter? What a joke, I thought. And then Woz got himself into this chat and told me it's true, but I still want to watch it, 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 because Monster Hunter is his favorite game, It's his favorite game. If you don't know Woz Gaming, he's a friend, and he's dropped 1,000 bits into this channel tonight. Oh, that's right. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this little song about Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter. Oh, roar! There we go, everybody. That's a thing. Best song about Monster Hunter I've ever heard. Thank you so much, Woz. Well, thank you so much, Woz. Seriously. Thank you so much. I appreciate you dropping those bits, being a friend, hanging out with us, and I'm so glad that you're doing well and that we got to spend some time tonight hanging out. That's right. That was a lot of fun. When is the album coming out? Metal Ryan Gaming asks. I don't even know. But yeah. Oh, thank you. That was fun. Dash, I love those manas with a hat. Waz, I love your kick emotes or build heart. I mean, build heart emotes. Okay, I gotta figure out what to do here. I gotta beat this level, so we've got 5 minutes before I gotta wrap things up, everybody. But listen, if you have enjoyed this stream, if you've enjoyed hanging out tonight, then and you don't follow, please do consider following and joining us. And Waz, thank you so much. It's a great way to end the night for me. Thank you again. Hoping to catch more streams. Have a good night. Folks, if you also don't know, Waz Gaming here is a streamer. You can check out his content at twitch.tv/Waz Gaming, Warrior of Zorona, in case you're wondering where that name comes from. And yeah, I think that's that about wraps things up. We're gonna try and beat this level, and then we'll head on home. Thank you so much for the raids tonight. Dash Magnum, a big, huge shout out and thanks to you for being here, keeping me company at the start of this stream. Meant a lot just to be able to spend some time with you, and as we got a slow start to this stream, and as you know and as you see, it picked up thanks to the generous raids of folks. Still, I'm gonna maintain. I'm gonna throw it out there, everybody. The unpopular thing, but I'm Metal Ryan Gaming is out until next time, Mana. Thank you so much. But I want to throw out there that I have a little bit of a bit of a concern that this game maybe isn't interesting to people. Maybe that some folks really want certain content from me. Maybe care that the content the content is maybe more important than I realize. What I'm playing, if it's something recognizable or interesting to people. I gotta always be wrestling with that. Where would the content I want to make best fit? That said, I kind of knew going into this that might be what would happen, and it just happened that my own mental health today was a little bit lower, and so I'm so grateful. Like, I'm seriously so ever grateful, Dash, that you were here and we were able to chat. But for the good, first few minutes of the stream, it was the Dash and Brian stream, everybody. And that's not a bad thing, but it's also, well, maybe a little bit sad on this, in the sense that I'm trying to make things that appeal to a lot of people, and I don't know what was going on today. If people were busy with other things, it's totally fine. I'm not suggesting in any way that you are obliged to be here. But I can't help but thinking with my brain doing its thing, gee, what am I doing wrong? You've been wrestling with just that thing the past couple of weeks, Retro says. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. And as terrible as it sounds, I'm also happy to hear that both you and I are not alone. And Ginny says, I think this game is pretty interesting. See, I think it's a cool game, but it doesn't even have a category on Twitch. So, it's one of those risks. When you play on games and demos, not a lot of people are paying attention. Now, I am definitely stuck here. I don't know where to go because I can't seem to find. That's what I need to do. I need to hit that, but I need to get my sword longer, and I don't see any other enemies. So I think what I'm gonna do. So I think I may have goofed. I'm going to go over here. We're just going to go restart last checkpoint. And so there we go. My sword is longer now. Maybe long enough. It might be long enough. There's all kinds of enemies. And I think we've solved the issue. We've solved the issue. Done. Sort of. Okay. Almost done. Once we, once this bird comes back. There we go. Now we've solved the issue. There we go. Okay. That's what went wrong. Okay, we've done that now. Sweet. Okay. Goodness gracious. So I think that was an instance of game design backfiring. I hit some things made of stone. It made my sword shrink, and I didn't have what I needed. And so, yay for that little thing. So game design, from a game design standpoint, a little bit frustrating because in theory you shouldn't have to reset manually, or the game could kind of tell you if there's something that happened that requires it, but whatever. At least checkpoints take you back to a point where you can try again usually. Exactly. So that was good. But this game is super fun. It's super fun, and I'm really enjoying it. And to all my streamer friends out there who are talking about, you know, and who have experienced those slow nights, just yeah, again, not in any way trying to make it sound like there's an obligation for you to be here, or but it's of genuine concern to me. What could I be doing better? You know, is there something that I am not doing right? Okay. But also, I'm basing this off of 2 streams that I've not had a lot of time to promote, and I'm less active on Discord lately and things like this. So I got to keep these things in mind too. Kind of stuck here, but yeah, Dash, I genuinely appreciate you being here. I really do. All of you, I should say. I'm talking about all the. You know what? I will say this. I'm trying to be less fearful of saying things and being honest on stream, because I feel like I could try to avoid talking about some of these things. Ooh. I could try to avoid talking about some of these things because they are sort of taboo and certainly could be taken in a very negative way. But I also want to be honest with everyone and transparent. And so, you know, just to kind of give you some idea there, that's kind of the thing. I tend to talk about a lot of stuff, you know. Ooh, sweet. I like this. Yeah, I love it. That's so cool looking. You know, I talk about a lot of stuff on stream, and I try to do it in a way that's constructive for everyone, you know, recognizing that I speak often out of just my own current experience, you know, all that stuff. But Pixel Trail, how cool is that? This is not going to last. Yeah, it lasted. Okay. Okay. I love this Pixel Trail. This is great. This might be my favorite one. My forever trail. Jack says, "Hey man, permission to post clips always and forever." That looks danger. Okay, let's we need a bomb there. Okay. Oh shucks, it went back that way. Okay. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh, let's get out of here. Oh, we've got to Hasselhoff. Oh, let's quickly do that, and then we can do this. Oh my goodness, we got all kinds of danger over here. All right, do that. There's another guy over here, another guy over there. Oh man, look at all those. Thank you so much, Jack. I appreciate you posting those clips and making those clips too. Oh, and there's a fire right here I could have used. Silly mana. Whee! Burn all the things. Okay. I will admit, it took me a good 15 minutes to do it. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for doing that. Oh, it's the Monster Hunters song, part 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And also, oorah. Nice. No. Okay, well, that kind of works. This is cool, actually. Fire! Boom, okay. Nice. Have you ever played Transistor? Actually, I have the limited run version of the game. I bought it on day one when it came out. I have it on Steam and Switch. And my answer is no. I can't wait to. It's like a game that I've been so excited for. But I just, you know, with being a streamer, I tend to try to, you know, get to play games on stream when I can, and I didn't, so. Another one with lovely art style. Indeed, yeah, that's what drew me to it. I love that vintage, was it like 1920s or 1930s, like Art Deco kind of look. I loved it. I guess you're talking about Transistor because it has similar game style like this with the talking sword. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Beautiful game in a lot of ways. Yeah, I'm really interested in playing that, and I think I want to stream it. But I have it. I have this limited run games version for Switch, the physical copy. Really excited about that. Hey, a couple of things I was thinking about doing at some point, and we just beat it. Awesome. Love it. One of the things I was thinking about doing is kind of processing a lot of my digital game library with all of you. Like going through all the platforms I have that have digital games. And eventually I want to do... Too graphic, Jack says. Oh, look at that blood. But I have, you know, I'm trying. It's not up to date, but I have a list of my physical games. I'd love to actually go through all of my digital games with all of you and you know, give an opportunity for us to be able to go through that. And that actually also goes, I mean, here's just, let's go back. This is my phone. This is my Apple Arcade list. These are some great games on Apple Arcade. Some people have asked. But here you go. And Agent Intercept is a game I actually thought about streaming. But Pinball Wizard is amazing. I do not have a ggaap.io account. I don't know what that is. I use Backloggery for a lot of things. And also, I forget what it's called, the Sort It Apps series. Sort It Apps. And that's what I use for my physical games library. But let's go to this here real quick. gAAP.io. Huh. Oh, GG app. Okay. Okay, because this other thing is a different thing altogether. So it's the GGAPP, not AAP. Boom, let's try that. Not sure what to play next? Don't worry, we've got you. Oh, I have heard of this. And it's is it the one? Yeah, you put your game collection in here so you could randomly select a game. You don't like the new Gmail logo? What's the new Gmail logo? Google logo? I don't know. Oh wait, new logo. Here we go. Leaves users fuming. Oh, it's like the M with the colors. I don't know. I mean, it does take away the very overt connection with it being a letter. But I'm not sure I dislike it. It kind of fits with their other theming. Maybe. I don't know. I have to think about it a little bit. But yeah, so there's some good stuff here. Butter Royale, by the way, is a fantastic game. It's so fun. And I fired it up and I won a round. It's good stuff. But anyway, it is time for bed. It is time for bed. We said we were going to end the stream here at 10 minutes ago. So we're going to wrap things up. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to snap our fingers and go to our finishing screen. 3, 2, 1, and snap.